Hi guys, just want to repeat again, I did this video right away, some minutes ago, some hour ago. Just want to repeat something more, okay? So, quick recap. There was a power outage in Cannes 1 month prior to today. So, today is 24th of May. On the 24th of April, I cut into the network. I painted the cutting cord I cut into the network, and the 28th of April there were a power outage in Spain, Portugal, and southern France. Okay. So also I told you that it would happen. I told you that this is going to become true, and then it became true. Just something. You can check that if you want. Anyhow, what I want to do is to make a point here out of the fact that there is no one commenting here almost. I just want to say that again, that what can I call this? I can call it a slowness. This is slow, and it is a delay. It's like a delayed function of being able to judge the content. I'm telling you that it's about marriage. You see here the news from, like, this is the video I did yesterday, and you saw how they talked about that they were like this couple here, Jewish museum thing. They were supposed to get married. They made a point in the news that there was a ring. Okay, they were going to get married. Okay, so I believe there is 0 comments there. I don't know why. Okay, I'm just going to call it a delay. And another word for delay is retardation. There is a retardation going on, and I'm going to use that word instead of slow. I could say that it's slow, because these are facts that I'm showing. So again, let me repeat. This is the winner of the Cannes Festival. It was just an accident, is the drama. This is the winner. What do you see? It's a marriage scene, okay? Why is it like this? Why is it just so fitting, all of this? Why is it like all of the sudden I can start, like, I have very good reasons for saying, for using the concept of being slow, because of, if you think about, okay, power outage, the winner of Cannes, and I've been talking about this for, I think it's the first video was maybe 11 days ago. I told you that it had to do with what was that? So this was 10 days ago. I told you that it's about the wife. Okay, I told you that this is a theme. I told you about the eye. It's about the red eye, which is, it also is. It's like a combination, but lately, the last 2 days, I've talked about the wife, or the marriage symbolism. And you see it here, right? It's freaking obvious. This is obvious stuff, and it really makes these words, like, I'm using the word retardation, and let me just take a moment to like, let's think about that word for a while, and think about how good it applies to some of you that are here listening. I guess so. I'm just going to talk. It's a temporary slowness, because I don't want to label you. You know, I want to think about you as someone that is actually able to draw a conclusion, you know, and to think. I like to think about that in that way, you know. I don't want to label. I'm actually very negative about labeling people and labeling things, but at the same time, what should I do? What should I call this? Like, this is a phenomena of idiocracy, you know, or I don't know what to call it. You know, let's call it slow. People are slow, and that's excellent. I think it's an excellent idea to call it slow, because why? You know, why is it why is it excellent? Oh, why is it excellent to call this, like, the inability to see this bigger picture here? Why is it slow? Why is it? Well, it is the opposite of um, um, precognition. Like, so as I see it, let me talk about an organism, okay? You have a moving organism. What does it need to do? It needs a brain to think, to be able to know how to move, right? Wait a moment. A ball comes flying in the air. What should you do? Well, you can catch it. You can catch it in the air, but when you catch it in the air, it requires you to think about the future. Where is the ball going to be in the future? Well, suddenly you have precognition, or like you think about the future. And this is actually what all of this is about. It's about being quick. So seeing, or not quick, but it's about moving. Like, I move my hand here in a way so that it is like intelligent. This hand here, it moved in an intelligent way, captured the ball. Okay, so the opposite is like this. You know, oh, it didn't catch the ball. It is slow. The hand was slow. It was retarded. Okay, it was delayed. It wasn't able and this is why this is actually a great word. I figured out it is the opposite of being able to to predict things. The opposite of prediction is retardation. It is. And so that's why I can use this word in a good like I'm actually able to use this word as a way to categorize what's actually going on here. The phenomena of, I tell you that it's on the world stage, it's a theme about marriage. You see it here, you see it you see it in this, when they are supposed to marry these people, right? This is a theme. Like, what you need to realize again, it's like some kind of just because you are a sentient being, supposedly, just because you are, doesn't mean that the surrounding isn't. For example, some of you believe in God, okay? Some of you believe in God. What does that mean? It means that there is a sentience, an awareness in the surrounding. It is a living being, almost like, why not see it like that? Well, in that case, things are not random. In that case, okay. And obviously, why could I talk about? Why is this why is it working out so well? This um, like this is what you see over here right now. This was front page news, right? And they focus on this part that they were about to marry. He was going to ask her to marry. Yes, you remember, right? You have to remember what happened yesterday. I hope you're able to. So, again, I want to repeat, there are no one here commenting, there is no one here sharing my videos, no one is tagging my videos. This is a sign of, again, slowness, retardation going on. Because why? Well, because from my perspective, I see what's happening. I see that it's coming true, what I'm saying. Still, slowness, like a form of, you know, yeah, it's so slow, you know. Some of you guys are so slow. Why are you even here listening, like some of you, you know? I don't get it, okay? Maybe you believe that I'm going to mess up, you know? And maybe I sometimes mess up a little bit, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Not that much, to be honest. And maybe that's irritating. Well, that's another question. That's another thing. Maybe that's irritating. Yes. Also, why can I say that, like, yeah. Okay, I just wanted to say this about retardation, that the lack of comments here is a form of retardation also. It is a slowness in the ability to judge a content for the viewer. And because I'm right is in what I'm saying, and my belief, I'm not looking at anything else on the internet, basically. I don't really talk to anyone. I don't, except for my family here, right? So, and some in the chat, you write the comment, I read it, sometimes I respond. Anyhow, um, I read the news, basically. I read the news, and I keep away from channels, from um, I keep away from basically everyone. I do, because I feel that there are many reasons, as I said. Right now, today and yesterday, I feel it's primarily because like, I keep away because I'm so good at what I do. So I don't want to um, how do I explain this? You are incapable to honor me in a way that I feel pleased with. So I just I don't participate in anything, or I don't even use my eyes to look at things. I don't even listen. I don't listen. I don't. But I'm still right. I'm still right in what I'm saying. And I know that's so irritating, because some of you have big groups, you discuss, you have this big discussion, you try to do things together, and I kind of do it the opposite. I really I really separate myself, and I'm absolutely correct. And I'm telling you that there is a retardation going on with the incapability of seeing how the content here is spot on. Like what I'm doing is spot on, and yeah, it is. It is spot on. Okay, it's just how it is. And yeah, I'm right. What should I say? I don't know. It's just how it is. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, it's weird. It's weird. I know. I think so also. I think it's weird. I do. Honestly. So, quickly repeat here. Power outage. And today is the 24th of May. That is exactly 1 month after I cut the cord on the electricity, or cut the cord on the network. Sorry, I cut the cord. I painted the network. It was oil paint. It's just how do I say? It's absolutely okay to paint. It's absolutely okay to paint. But when I painted the 24th, exactly 1 month before the 24th, today, power outage in Cannes. When I did so, I told you that this is going to become true. I did. And then 4 days later, it happened, 28th. Now I'm telling you that there is a retardation in the inability to comment and have a appropriate discussion here about what's actually happening, what's unfolding here in this world. So that's how it is. That's how it is. So yeah, this is the winner of Cannes, and the Cannes had a power outage 24th, exactly 1 month after I painted the cutting cord. Cut the cord, I told you it's going to become true, and then it became true 4 days later, the 28th of April. Power outage in France, parts of France, and or southern France, Spain, Portugal. Okay, so so that's what's happening. And I painted a new painting, right? I painted the red eye. The red eye. Wonderful. And it has to do with, I started saying that it has to do with the marriage, symbolism of Sindor. I tied, what's his name? Sabu, the wrestler, WWE wrestler, his passing. I tied it together with India, because he was called Bombay India when he was introduced on the stage in WWE. They say Bombay India or Bombay Michigan, because he comes from I believe he comes from Detroit or Michigan. I don't remember exactly. Okay. Oh, Detroit. Okay. So then we had, what was it? We had Salman Rushdie, red glass he has a red glass, his assailant that cut into, that made him blind. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison, and there is an interconnectivity there to India and to the red eye, because he has a red glass also. There was something more. There's a lot more. These details, I don't, you know, I don't keep a notebook or anything like that. I just keep it in my head, right? So there are videos about this, but anyhow, right now you basically see it continuing what I said yesterday. Like some people, some people probably. So as you can see here, first I mention the wife, right? It's about the wife, right? About the Sindor, the wife. And here I make a point about how they present this couple as a pair that are about to get married. They bought a ring, okay? So there is a theme, there is a background theme. This is without a doubt. No one in particular is orchestrating this. This is just perfect. There is no conspiracy here. It is just perfect. You get it? It's just perfect. You know, how do I say? It's like that, okay? It's perfect. I don't know what to say. It's not a conspiracy. This is not a conspiracy. Okay? It's not. It's just reality, okay? This is reality. And there are themes. I could call it themes, right? But there's so much to say. There's so much to say always about these things, but because of the fact that there is no discussion, there is no acknowledgement, there is no nothing, I kind of am. I'm not. I'm not doing my best. I can just tell you that I'm not doing my best in my how I am engaged. You know, good word, right? To say. So how I am engaged when I talk about this. I could be more, right? I could talk about more things here, but I don't. Anyhow. So it's interesting. Like again, it continues. It's about these thoughts of the Sindor spreading, but I don't think I don't think it's only about India. I'm not even going to tell you that it's because of that. It's always something deeper that is the reason why. Like you could say that why did they name the operation Sindor? Why did they do that? Well, there you go deeper into something else, and you find something else. So you can't just say that this is because of India. You can't. You can't just say that this is because of the minds of 500 million Indian men. Like I said that, I did, but I also I'm telling you also that it's not it's not the whole story. I believe you can't isolate the source. It's it's a time, like, so let me tell you why you can't isolate the source of what's happening. It's because it is fractals. It's a fractal in time. So a fractal is a feedback loop. A fractal creates by feeding into itself. That's at least how I see it with the equation of the Mandelbrot, for example. You feed, you iterate an equation with its own output. You iterate it back into itself, and you see how many times do you have to iterate it until it either diverges or converges or something like that. Okay, so fractals is all about all about feedback, I would say. And there you have the self-similarity. And the problem here with isolating the source is that you really can't, because cause and effect falls apart. It's like, and this is also why no one is morally guilty for doing anything. Like no one is, or when it comes to this kind of stuff, like, yeah, no one, or like when the cause and the effect falls out of scope, I don't know what to say. It falls out of focus. And honestly, I get a bit of worried if I get worried if there is this immense. So, for example, when I cut the cord of the painting, I cut the cord of the network of yeah, right. So it's a time thing happening, as I see it at least. And who's the cause of that? Well, from my perspective, it looks like I'm the cause. It looks like that because, yes, I told you I cut the cord. So, but then again, when it comes to the feedback loops, it creates things back in. Oh, I don't want to talk about these things too much because, yeah, yeah, there is no. It doesn't benefit me, okay? It doesn't benefit me to talk about this. It doesn't. So, anyhow, we see Cannes, power outage, we see marriage symbolism, and we see retardation for most people that probably are here, that see my videos. I don't know, are you laughing or what you're doing? Okay, and then there is no discussion, there's no nothing, and yeah, that's how it is. And that's sad, It makes me feel sometimes that I'm in some kind of void, some kind of emptiness. But, who knows? But I'm still doing what I'm doing, I'm still continuing. But for me, like when I'm doing these things, it's a way to reach out and like try to to like see if there is sentience or awareness. I like because when I look at people and like this what's happening here on the internet, I see like my conclusion is that there is a fakery, like there is fakeness, and there is a lack of awareness, a lack of and also at the same time I see it in the inability to see what's actually happening on the world stage, that it's coming true what I'm saying and what I'm doing. It may be irritating, but it's how it is, you know. It is like that. So, and it's been like that for a long time. Yeah. So it's I'm not just I'm not just cherry picking here. No, I'm not. I'm not cherry picking data. Okay, so if you want to know, cherry picking of data means that someone picks the data that is the most proves the point the most, right? Well, this is, as I said, it's world news. Cannes power outage. Okay, the power outage today. Big news. This is not cherry picking. And the winner of Cannes, and it also has to do with 24th being the same, exactly 1 month after me cutting the cord related to power outage. You know, so it's so connected. And then this winner here is about, you see this, you see this, the bride and the groom. It's clear as day. Okay. So I know that some people don't like, you don't like how this is, you know. This is some of you don't like me, you know. You don't, but still I'm right, you know. Who, I don't know what to say. Why should I apologize for being right? Why should I like, if you don't like me as a person, why should I apologize for you not liking me and things like that? No, like, it's just how it is, okay? It doesn't work like that. So and as I said, the ability to capture an object, the ability to what is it called? It's a bit late here, so it's okay. Proactive. The ability to be proactive a bit, okay? It's a bit like that. Knowing how to move, you know, a moving an animal moves, you know. You see, there are movements. The movements requires calculation. How do you move? And this is also movement. The mouth is moving. It needs to know what to say. And this is all proactive fortune telling, basically. And so this is what I'm doing. It's in a way, this is what intelligence is. To be able to see into the future is basically intelligence itself. And the inability to draw a conclusion of what I'm showing to you is basically to be slow. Like movement, if you cannot move, you're stiff, you're slow. That's the slowness. Like, this is dynamic, this is fast movement. being slow, being stiff is doesn't need intelligence. It doesn't need like being stiff and slow and delayed means that like it's not an animal basically. It doesn't move. Like, and in that case, the word retardation comes into my mind at least. That's what I start thinking of as a antonym opposite to intelligence. Intelligence is this, basically. That's it. Okay. Bye bye.